What? How you know all this stuff? It's nothing secret because see, I wouldn't do no underhanded stuff. It's just the stuff wasn't for general publication. But Woody was telling the girl who was Hobson's aide everything was going on in the place, and I told him, I said, man, you know, you're the worst kind of snake.
Matter of fact, I think he was teaching school when you hired him. He was teaching up at Shaw. And you brought him in to work for you.
Featherstone was at Cardozo. I brought him in. I don't know what Woody was doing.
I think he was teaching at Shaw.
He might have been teaching at Shaw. But Featherstone, God bless his soul, brought him in, and he decides that he's going to run against Sterling, who is my boss's
he was
city council's running mate. You know, they're going to run together. And I said, you can't hold a job and run. You're not in that category. And so he bristled. And Swift is supposed to be his henchman, you know. I said, and he's looking. I said, let me tell you, both of y'all about something, because you're bristling. I spent 6 years in the Army, and they don't teach you to fight. They teach you to kill. And if anybody gets it wrong, that's where my mind is. So, because Swifty was always, you know, like, I said, you didn't understand. They do not teach it in the Army to fight. They teach you to kill. And if anybody gets it wrong, I'm going to try to kill you. So, all your huffing and puffing and all that, you better leave it where it is. So, Swifty was gone. And then, I said, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take your duplicating rights away. Because they were burning up my machine back there, cranking out material. And you had to stick the thing. I took that. I said, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Y'all going to buck me. I pulled it out. I said, Carol, don't nobody use this. And so he didn't win. I didn't think he was going to win. But I said, man, you got to be a fool if you think I'm going to support you and you are running against my boss's running mate. Yeah, you're trying to get me fired. So, but it was a lot of stuff. Then I got him a job at UDC because I had to get rid of him then. And the president of UDC called me up. What's his name? Russell.
Russell, yeah.
He said, Jones, you done sent this fool up here, he's trying to sue me. I said, what is he doing up there? I don't know, but he got some suit going. I said, Russell, I'm sorry, man. I can him. Because I had a hard time getting Russell to take him in the first place, but I had to get him out of my spot. But it was a lot of.
You brought a lot of guys in, and nobody else would hire.
Yeah, I did.
He even went and got one of the biggest gangsters in Washington, D.C. and gave him a job.
Well, I couldn't keep him on. Jack. I won't tell you his last name, but Jack had just gotten out of prison.
Just got out of prison.
And he needed a job. I said, okay, Jack. I had his little brother.
His brother worked.
I had a little brother. I said, okay, look, man, I'm going to bring you on. And I think I paired him with you. I said,
he controlled the whole city, though.
And so
he
he came to me. Jack said, I'm going to resign, Doc, because I'm falling back into my old ways. And I don't want you to get burned behind that. I said, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And, but the only way he could get out of prison in Georgia was that he had to have a job. and his wife came
You
in,
have an open house?
and I said, okay, let's bring him on and see what.
You
And
done?
what's
You wanna
that
take
club
it
that
for
was
still
at
eating?
Yeah, for a little while. Thank you.
7th and T D? What that club that was at 7th and T on the 3rd floor where Jack and them used to hang out.
7th and T.
Yeah,
On the 3rd floor, I don't know what
yeah, a sportsman club
sportsman club,
in the back of the city.
but guys, me and Jakey, you know where the Howard Theater is and the sportsman
Wilbur
club.
Street, right on Wilbur.
Well, Jakey and myself used to collect the numbers for Tina Berry. And so, and it was, we were the penny, that's when you go to penny.
Yeah, penny, 5
So
cents,
our route
9.
was they used to call it the College Nuts. Our route was Bryant Street, First Street, and all up in that area. So we make our way, bring the money back in. And so Tina said, police chief was Barry, and said, she said, we're gonna have a raid today, and I want you and Jake to take lunch. She said, I done brought a new guy in. We're gonna let him get caught because they gotta catch somebody, and then we'll bail him out. Just to show you, and so we were doing the countdown. We were counting the numbers. We were in college. We were counting the numbers down, just criminal as you could be. So Tina called us the College Nuts. But we made good money. We made good money. And I hired her kids later on in the summer program because she took care of me when Jake and I were in school. But a lot of people don't know Q-Ball Irby, Yango. I took care of all of them, and then there was Ken Kennedy. He was charging kids $2 or $3 to give them a summer program. And so somebody told me,
Oh, you did?
I went over there and I said, if you have any money,
That boy is
before I put the FBI on you got less than 24 hours to give it back. But he was charging the kid. He had 2,000 slots. He was charging $2 a head. And the funny thing about him, when he passed, I was an honorary pallbearer. So his sister, I'm sitting up there. His sister said, and there are those who would put the FBI on my brother. I'm sitting there honorary pallbearer. I said to myself, when he shouldn't have done that, I wasn't going to jail for it. And I tell you, another guy,
He was a reputable dude too. He was all on running for elected
he
office and everything. I mean, it wasn't no small stuff.
Now, what was that guy out there in Southeast? Musgrove or something? Well,
Spain, not Spain. Yeah, Musgrove.
Yeah, but anyway, the Senate, no, was it the House? Anyway, I think it was 2 investigators came down and said that I understand that all your checks are not in, and that's a violation. I said, well, they got about another week to get them in. Here's a memo that all checks, not just the kids, better be in. I said, by the way, who's sitting on some checks out there in violation of this memo? They looked. I said, you're under a duty to put them in jail for failing to follow this memo, and it looks like an attempt to steal these checks, I would say. Well, see, they were going after me. He was sitting on them because he didn't get what he wanted or something. They looked, I said, so, what? The next morning, he said, oh, these checks were out there. Brought him in. But he was trying to sandbag